hindi na natin itutuloy ang libreng sakay, pero hindi itutuloy pa rin natin. Parang ano ba talaga? Kahit sa pagsasalita mo pa lang, hindi mo maintindihan kung anong sinasabi mo.
Ronald Llamas, of course, wants the girlfriend to be president, di ba? But you think they can win them over to that side? No? I don't know eh. Parang wala nang chance. Okay, so si Professor Ana naghang yata, no? So, anyway, parang yung pinag-uusapan namin dito, yung kakaibang show of love and affection for PRRD na ngayon lang natin nakikita ito all over the world, sa buong kasaysayan ng mundo.
Pag-uusapan, gusto kong batiin ang ating mga kababayan ng magandang umaga, magandang hapon, magandang araw at saan mang panig ng mundo, at sana ay subaybayan nyo lagi ang programang ito, at the same time, lagi po ako mag-guest dito, so dapat nakatune in kayo lagi. Yes.
So, thank you so much, Professor Ana. I'd like to jump right in, no? It was the birthday of PRRD a few days ago, March 28. And I was so stunned by what I saw, no? The phenomenal show of love and gratitude and affection for the former president, for President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, and for the rage against the weak leader who did this to him, this heinous crime of extraordinary rendition on PRRD. No, so but before that, maybe I would like to ask you about what all this means from the political perspective as well as the economic perspective, no? We're living in interesting times, and I want to get your take on all of this, no? So in the meantime, could we just first watch the first clip? This is a clip of it's the first time kasi, Professor Ana, all over the world. We're not just talking about Davao City, Manila, ganun. We're talking about in Japan, in Toronto, in Vancouver, in Belgium, in Italy, in Milan, even in Ireland,
in the United States.
The Hague. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, here it is.
Ito yung the wall of PRRD, no, sa The Hague. And our OFWs were walking. And naiyak ako dito kasi you can see, no, they came for the birthday of PRRD to greet him, just to be there, no? And then they opened the gate and they were calling him. May maliit na butas.
Mauni siya ang pader. Sa likod ani na si tatay.
I'm going to show you other clips pa kung meron pa kasi I also want you to see the thousands upon thousands who went there, no?
Siya'y nagmamahal sa'yo, ang ating Diyos, ang tanging pag-asa mo.
Grabe, no? As far as your eye can see yung flowers. And then they're sharing their food.
And also they have it's like a party. It's like
a party. It is a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At saka may food, may tawag nito, may mga flowers, may dancing, may program sila, may speeches.
Singing.
Yeah. Talaga festive siya in a sense, pero nandun yung pagiging yung also like how do you call that, yung solemn
being good. Pero parang ang nakita ko kasi dito yung init ng pagmamahal kay PRRD, no? So I wanna ask you, look at that, Ana.
Oh, that's in Davao, I think.
That was in Davao, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But even in The Hague.
In The Hague, actually.
From other countries. And what's
si Pulong, yeah.
Pulong.
Sa Hague yan.
He was speechless. Parang hindi niya alam paano.
Kasi syempre kahit kapag lalo na kapag malapit anak siya, hindi niya siguro yan ma-imagine na talagang ang suporta sobra. At
Yeah.
saka, hindi niya siguro alam paano i-express yung appreciation this at the same time. Usually
Yeah, he
kasi
was,
ganun.
he said nga sinabi nga niya, parang hindi ko alam kung ano sabihin ko, ang dami ninyo. Para talagang nabigla talaga siya. Even si
um,
Ma'am Elizabeth, parang lahat sila nabigla, no?
mm.
Kahit ako nabigla ako, talagang ang dami. And all over the world, no? Even in the Middle East na may gera, they stopped
Oh,
and
mayroon
they
ngang gera
really
ang Middle East, ha?
celebrated.
Pero they found a way to
Yeah.
actually gather at
So,
saka
so what are your thoughts on this? I mean, I'm correct, right? When I say that we've not seen anything like this in the
uh,
known democratic world for any leader, this global outpouring of love and affection and gratitude. Am I correct?
I think it's not even just Filipinos, sis,
Yeah, it's
actually.
not
Hindi,
anymore.
yeah.
No?
It's even other nationalities na nakita
Yeah.
nila. Actually, if you really look at the gatherings from different parts of the world, you can see na may mga foreigners na nandun, sis,
Yeah.
hindi lang
Yeah.
Pilipino. So you can
Yeah.
see na alam mo yun, yung pagmamahal din natin kay Tatay Digong is ang ibang mga nationalities na i-express din nila, and there's probably very amazed, 'di ba, na
Yeah.
gaano kamahal ng mga Pilipino ang Tatay Digong na samantalang hindi ganito ang makikita mo sa ibang naging presidente ng Pilipinas. So they're also amazed, and also that's why they're drawn to us. Actually, dyan sa Europe, maraming foreigners na nakasali. And I think this is one thing that kumbaga nadodraw sila na mag-participate kasi ang hirap nga naman intindihin, no, na parang what ano ba ang nagawa ni Digong at bakit ganito siya kamahal ng mga Pilipino across the world? Yun yung siguro ang naisip nila na,
Because Ana, never sila nagkaroon ng leader na ganyan. Na
oh,
ganyan.
at the same time, never din tayo nagkaroon after 1986, nagkaroon ng leader na ganito kamahal ng mga Pilipino. So far, even
You know, I would venture to
even
guess even from way before. I don't
even
think.
from way before, I'm actually thinking right now, who among those naging president ng Pilipinas na ganito ang pagmamahal? I'm actually thinking at the moment. Pero wala rin akong maisip sa utak ko ba? Wala akong maisip eh. Si ano lang, si PRRD lang talaga.
Si
Na,
PRRD lang.
oo, na, alam mo,
Bakit? Anong tingin mo bakit?
I think it's really about his sense of leadership at saka yung sense of authenticity na talagang mahal niya ang Pilipino at ang bayan niya. Alam mo, ang lalim kasi niyan na at saka yung kanyang, alam mo, totoo kasi si PRRD, kahit ako. I mean, I had few moments with him nung patapos na ang presidency niya. Makikita mo yung pagiging totoong tao niya. At the same time, totoo din na may malasakit talaga siya at mahal niya ang Pilipinas at ang Pilipino. Ano yan how do you call that? It's something that mafe-feel mo siya as a connection to him. Kasi alam mo, sis, may mga ibang politician na you see them but you cannot have that connection. Hindi mo ma-feel na gusto ka, na totoo yung sinasabi nilang mahal, pagsisilbihan kayo, mahal kayo. May disjoint eh. Pero si PRRD, the moment you see him, the moment he speaks, especially kapag nandun ka, nakikita mo in person, mafe-feel mo yung connection kaagad at mafe-feel mo sa sarili mo na this guy, this man is not making bola-bola lang. Alam mo yun, yung parang sinasabi mo lang in front of the audience, pero makikita mo, mafe-feel mo siya eh. I had that experience kasi with
Yeah,
him. Even sa TV even TV lang ba? Dalawa yung experience ko sa kanya in person, and at the same time in-interview ko siya through SMNI na may questions ako ina-ask via Zoom. But even that connection, you can really feel it na hindi kanya binobola. Basta kung anong nasa puso niya, makikita mo at saka makaka-connect ka. He connects with people deeply. And that's one thing that is very rare in a leader. That's one I can tell you. Very rare yan.
Yeah, you know why? You know why what I think about it? Because even when I was working with him, I saw it talaga, na talagang ibang klase ito. Why do you think I would give my life to this man, right?
Mhm.
You know why? Because I've always believed you cannot be any more connected with another person than you are with yourself. And
Mm.
Pierre Hardy is so connected with himself.
Very
Nung
connected.
dumating talaga yung panahon niya, kasi age of the internet ngayon eh, no,
Mm.
where the currency is authenticity.
Mm.
So that thing, that being so connected to himself has served him really well because he's so connected to people. Kasi nga,
Yes.
he's very connected to himself. If you notice, no, Professor Anna, if you notice, he doesn't lie about himself eh. He
No, he
doesn't.
doesn't. He
On
doesn't
the
really.
contrary, parang gusto mo sabihin, please stop.
Oh, kasi
Di ba?
ano nga siya eh, parang, ano, bakit ako magsinungaling? Okay, sasabihin ko kung ano ako at ano, eh, ganun talaga ako. Pero that doesn't
Yeah,
mean, di ba, ganun siya.
yeah.
That's very rare in a leader that will
In
never,
a politician,
on a politician,
they're
especially a
phony.
politician, oo,
Yeah, they're
na
phony.
maraming fasad, usually ang politician, maraming tinatago. He
Liars.
was
Yeah.
never like that. So alam mo
Mm.
yung tanggap mo siya for what he is. Well, hindi naman perfect ang tao, pero meron siyang ano niya, kumbaga, yung iba kini-criticize siya. Like for example, yung sa mahilig si PRD sa babae. Pero sabi nga niya, I admire women. So what's wrong with that? Which is very, sa akin nga, nung
Oh, you
mauna
know what,
pa,
Anna? You know what,
I
Anna?
was like, wow.
Magsi-speech pa yan. Sasabihin pa niya ganito. Alam nyo, 4 ang girlfriend ko. Ay, 3 pala, nag-break na kami. Diba?
Alam mo yun?
And seryoso siya, ha? Seryoso
Oo.
siya. Hindi niya tinatago. Hindi niya talaga tinatago. So, wala siyang, nobody can shame you for something
Oo.
that you've already accepted about yourself. So, that's the phenomenon for me about PRRD. Kasi compare him to the other politicians, sa
Ay,
mga fake, di
correct.
ba?
O,
Mga
fake at saka
sinungaling.
tinatago, sinungaling, may fasad. Sa akin kasi parang pag ganun si PRD, parang sabi ko, oh my God, he is not even afraid that people may, have a misunderstanding about him. He is so secured of himself that, this is my personal life, but my public life is different. I will serve you to the best I can. Itong mga to, it will never affect me in my public service. Ganun siya ka, alam mo, that is one thing that I really admire about him. He's not
Yeah.
afraid to tell everyone kung ano siya at kung sino siya. So,
And I have a question.
ganito yung kailangan natin na
Yeah, I
what
was
we
gonna
don't have
ask.
is
That's the
actually,
question. That's the question that I was going to ask. Kasi
oh,
nga, um, we've not seen a more obscene set of politicians. Nakakadiri.
mm,
Na talagang mapapamura ka talaga. Yung pagmumukha lang nila Luistro, nila Isidre, yung they make public avowals si Virus, di ba? Si
mm.
Risa Ontiveros, they make public avowals to virtue.
Oo,
You,
pero
you know,
wala.
you know that Risa Ontiveros pays people to lie and to destroy um noble and very distinguished na mga public servants like she did with CJ Corona, like she's doing with PRRD, with Pastor Quiboloy, with the Vice President, di ba? So, I'm saying that they're the very opposite of PRRD, the worst, di ba?
They're
They have
fake,
all
yeah.
these masks, di ba? So, my question to you is, what does the Duterte mystique, no, that magnet, no, what does that tell you about what people really want in their leaders?
I think very important is authenticity and just being
Yeah,
true to yourself and true to the people. I think that is something that the
yeah,
Duterte brand, they have it, and but ang sinasabi nila, ganito kami. Eh kung ganito kami, tanggapin, kung gusto nyo kaming tanggapin, tanggapin, pero we will work for the country, we will
yeah,
serve the people. At makikita mo naman yun eh. So sa kanila is, walang cover up, alam mo yun, yun yung,
yeah,
walang cover up eh. Kung ano sila, as a person, yun sila. Pero, ang maganda lang doon is, okay, that's our personal life, but nonetheless, this is our public service. And if you
yeah,
look at the public service, you can see that they are really very much connected to the people. At saka yung on the ground realities. Kasi ganito rin yun eh. How PRD is being distinguished among other leaders or among other president na ngayon existing at before. Alam mo, one thing that I admire about PRRD, alam niya ang pulso ng Pilipino. Alam niya ang totoong kalagayan ng Pilipino. Alam niya kung anong kailangan ng Pilipino. Sa pinaka mababang antas ng buhay ng mga Pilipino hanggang sa pinaka mataas, yung elite at saka yung pinaka mababa. Alam niya kung ano, paano mag-isip ang elite. Pero mas alam niya kung ano ang nararamdaman at ano talaga ang kalagayan at psychology ng mga Pilipino. It's very important for anyone who wants to be president or leader of the country. Ang PRRD, talagang alam niya yon. Alam mo, lahat ng kanyang policy at lahat ng kanyang programa during his time, you can see, hindi siya ganun ka, it's not really grand, you know, if you really analyze it. But they are common sense and they are grounded. Grounded siya,
Like what?
nakatapat
Like what,
siya.
for instance?
Oo.
For instance?
For example, like for example, yung issue ng drug addiction at saka yung kanyang war on drugs na kinikriticize ng mga Dilawan, was criticized by even some Western countries. But these are really the ground reality. Ground reality yan eh, na ang drugs is existing. Recognize niya na it has something to do with economics kasi naghihirap ang buhay ng mga Pilipino. Drugs are easy to be sold. On the other hand, andun din yung ramification ng drug addiction na kapag talagang drug addict ka, natutuyo yung utak mo, hindi ka makakapag, alam mo yun, distorted yung sense of right and wrong mo, you commit mistakes and you commit crimes.
Sister, wag mo nang habaan. Sabihin mo na lang si Bongbong Marcos. Drug addict.
Precisely.
Diba?
Andyan,
Right?
Kasi natutuyo talaga yung brain. Alam niya ang psychology ng drug addict. Alam din niya ang psychology ng mga na tawag mong drug lords. That these are really evil people, bad people, and they have guns and guns that, you know, will fight the government. So, yung encounter ng state forces mo at saka yung mga drug lords mo with all the guns and all, it really is a war. And this is really something, a reality. It's not as if it's a make-believe, and it happens. It's a real-life situation. So if that's the case, these are common sense. But take note, common sense with experience. Kasi alam mo, ang maganda kay PRD, to be frank, is yung experience niya grounded.
Yeah.
May iba kasi na they become politicians, they become mayor, they become senators and all. They don't have the experience on the ground. They don't understand the psychology and what the Filipino needs really. And they kind of present themselves like, ano ako, ganito ako. Pero si PRD ganun lang siya eh. Hindi, 75 nga lang ako eh. Ganun siya. Mga valedictorian sila, pero ako yung boss nila. Pero alam mo, the psyche, the experience, very grounded na sabi ko nga, every time I'm being asked if I would have how to choose a leader, sabi ko, first, of course, it has my education naman. Second, I said, really understand the ground reality, especially in the Philippines. Because if you don't understand the ground reality, you don't understand the psyche of the Philippines, you don't understand your country, even the history of your country, you will not be able to come up with policy na may common sense. Pero PRD really is that leader. I'm not kidding. That's why some people ask me, Asis, bakit ka ba naging Duterte? Kasi academic ka, most academic, di ba? Mga taga-UP, anti-Duterte and all that. Sabi ko, it's just one thing, I said. First, authenticity niya. Second, ang kanyang policy is may common sense. Pangalawa, may puso talaga siya sa Pilipino. Nai-interview ko nga yung ibang mga taga Davao. Halimbawa daw, may lumalapit sa kanya. Walang pagkain. O sige, magkikreate siya ng job para sa'yo. Okay, from now on, ikaw ang tagabukas ng door, may sweldo ka. Kasi kailangan mo ng trabaho. Like for example, alangan naman mag-go through ka pa ng pagpipirma, i-interviewin mo pa, iwala ng kinakain. Pero si PRD magbilis mag-isip. O ngayon, ikaw na ang tagabukas ng door na yan, may sweldo ka, siguraduhin mo lang na ayusin mo yung buhay mo. Alam mo, may mga ganitong sitwasyon siya nung nang mayor siya. Alam mo yun? Kaya ang daming tao sa City Hall ng Davao City. Because, ganun siya. Sabi ko, alam niya ang need ng Pilipino. Yeah.
I measure kasi sumbongera ako. Na-measure ko talaga yung galing, no, ng pagkalalaki. Babae, no? Kahit babae. Pag nagsumbong ako, ay may gagawin siya. Kasi matagal ako bago magsumbong. Makikipag-away muna ako, gagawin ko lahat, no? Ganun yung patakaran namin kay PRRD, no, sa amin. So when I go to him at nagsumbong ako, ibig sabihin taob na ako. And
Mm.
he will do something. He will do something about it. Na, alam mo siya, katulad ng kwento mo, o bigyan kita na, bigla siya may trabaho, di ba?
Biglang
And it's because even if you had to ask me, what one thing is the best about PRRD, it's his heart. He has such a big heart.
Yes,
Lalo
that is
na sa
true.
mga naaapi. Ayaw
Totoo
niya
yan.
yung naaapi. Ganon. Lalo na pag mahirap. Lalo na pag
Hirap,
OFW.
bata, kahit yung mga
Single
babae,
mom. Yung mga
single mom.
inaapi, yung mga bakla, ayaw niya yung inaapi-api. Ayaw niya yung ganon. So, yung
Mayroon pa nga.
sinabi mo, yung minention mo na mga politicians na nagpolitiko pero walang alam. Kasi nagpolitiko sila, hindi para magsilbi. Si PRRD, his very essence talaga is service. He likes to serve people.
That is really true.
Yeah, that's why his feet are on the ground and he knows the realities on the ground because he has made it his responsibility to go down and find out. But these idiots, no? Like Bongbong Marcos is an idiot. Do you think he knows? He knows nothing.
Napaka-detached
He
ni
hasn't
Bongbong,
made
eh.
it his responsibility to know the realities of the poor. Hindi, wala siyang alam. Walang alam yan. Marami sa kanila ganyan. No?
You can
Go
see
ahead.
it. Actually, makikita mo yung
Yeah.
administration ni BBM is very different from the previous administration of PRD. Kasi yung
Wow. Yes.
very, very extremely. But what I'm saying
Yeah.
is detach sa reality kung ano kung paano naghihirap ang Pilipino. Alam mo, makikita mo, like for example, ngayon may energy crisis. Kailangan ng, sabi niya, ito, hindi na natin itutuloy ang libreng sakay, pero hindi, itutuloy pa rin natin. Parang, ano ba talaga? Kahit sa pagsasalita mo pa lang, hindi mo maintindihan kung anong sinasabi mo. Alam mo yon.
Yun lang is may damit. Ano
Oo
yun?
nga, parang
Sasabi niya.
napaka-detach, hindi nila naiintindihan.
Ginawa, I'm sorry, Ana, you know
Oh.
what? It really has gotten to the point where he has to resign. What's coming out of his mouth is so much bullshit, so much foolishness, that at the end of it, it is the Filipino people suffering. They line up. There's no basic services anymore.
Wala talaga.
The public is already suffering. You should resign, no?
Alam mo sis, if you really look at the situation right now with the war in the Middle
Yeah.
East, as
Yeah.
we're facing an economic crunch and we're facing energy crisis.
Yes.
You have to have a just parang i-compare mo yan nung panahon ni Duterte. We also face a very difficult situation because of COVID.
Yeah.
Magkaiba lang. War ito, compounded ang economic problems mo, may energy crisis ka. But during PRD time, we face a COVID situation. Look at what happened. PRD was very decisive. Ang bottom line niya, sige, gagastos ako, basta wag lang maghirap ang mga Pilipino. Mga OFW, gastusan na natin ng mga hotel yan, dapat okay sila. Okay, ako ang magpapadala ng mga eroplano kung kailangan umuwi yan dito. Alam mo yon, decisive siya, pero ang bottom line niya lagi is the Filipino people has to be protected. They should be, ang needs nila ma-address. Kung kailangan maglabas ng pera, maglalabas tayo ng pera. Hindi na natin kailangan patumpik-tumpik pa. Gawin ko anong dapat gawin. Ngayon na. Alam mo yun, COVID was a very difficult situation, ha? Pero if you really look at us during PRRD, hindi tayong pinakakawawa sa buong Asia. We're actually better off during that time under PRRD. Really. But right now, look, the first country in the world that declared energy emergency is the Philippines. What does it tell us, di ba? Na talagang walang strategy, nothing, hindi niya alam ang gagawin niya, how to go through all of these problems that we're facing as a whole, as a country. Yung decision making hindi decisive. Walang political will. PRD has those. One thing that is very good during PRD time is political will. Pag sinabi niya, gawin nyo. Wala nang etching pa, walang bida-bida dyan sa cabinet. Ito yung gawin nyo. Alam mo yon? Ngayon, hindi mo alam eh. Parang ang dami nagsasalita, wala kang makitang leadership na malinaw. But during his time, it was difficult. COVID was a very difficult situation, but I'm not kidding. We survived. Actually, 2022, we're still floating and our economy was still good. And in terms of death, compared to other countries, mababa ang Pilipinas. He
Also,
found a
ano,
way.
also,
Paano
as-
magkaroon tayo ng mga COVID vaccine, mga kung ano-ano. Ang hirap-hirap ng time na yun.
Also during the during the pandemic, PRRD had one of his highest trust and approval ratings, while other leaders in the world bagsak ang approval ratings nila, and the
Oo.
satisfaction rate of the way COVID was handled by government was, I think, 88, something like that. So the Filipino people approved, diba? So
Oo, ano tayo talaga, better off talaga. I'm not kidding, because I studied the situation in the COVID time comparatively from different parts, and even in Southeast Asia, better off talaga. At saka ang believe ako sa kanya is always, kasi nakakausap ko yung iba, like for example, yung mga doktor na in charge sa, syempre kasi it's a health problem. It was a health problem. Alam mo, ang lagi daw sinasabi ni PRD, may mga proposal, ito yung proposal namin, paano gagawin, paano ilalatag yan, let us say about, ang lagi niyang sinasabi, okay ba ang Pilipino? Protected ba ang Pilipino? Kasi bottom line, Pilipino. Kahit anong gawin nyo, kahit anong proposal nyo, ang kailangan ko maintindihan, wala akong problema dyan, magagaling kayo, mga academic kayo, experts kayo, pero ang pinaka-importante sa akin, lagi daw sinasabi ni PRRD, welfare ng Pilipino, okay ba lahat ng Pilipino? Hindi sila magsasuffer. Kasi yun lang ang kailangan ko malaman. Now, kung okay, kaya nyo yan, go. Ganun daw siya. Bottom line niya talaga kung ano ang makakabuti sa mga Pilipino, especially sa mga OFW. Kasi
Ano,
siyempre galing
and
sa labas. Yeah.
and the whole time that this COVID was happening, he was the captain of the ship.
Yes.
And because of his very strong leadership, kami in our own areas,
Kasi kasama ka sa cabinet eh.
no, we also stepped up and we had to be strong also kasi we were just following his lead, eh. 'Di ba? Phenomenal talaga yung leadership niya. So Ana, what we're seeing right now, no, the heart of Rodrigo Roa Duterte and his exceptional leadership, no. He was also an excellent executive, no. What we're seeing right now, no, and it wasn't, I mean, when he was doing all of this, he didn't know that at some point in his life, he was going to be extraordinarily rendered by Bangag, right? He had no idea. He had no idea that this phenomenal show of love and gratitude for him was going to happen in The Hague and global, all over the world, diba? But for me, that this is the trajectory of PRRD's life, no? That greatness that I saw in him, no? So, ang tanong ko sa iyo, Ana, what do you think is going to happen? What is the pinaka message of that global outpouring of love and affection for PRRD? And what is its consequence on the Marcos, on the impeachment, and all of this? Okay, on the impeachment, on all these maneuverings of Bongbong Marcos, Martin Romualdez to take the vice president out of the presidential running.
Oo. First and foremost, i-contextualize natin
Yeah,
kasi
okay.
may birthday, no? So basically, ang pinag-usapan natin kanina, sis, is anong
Yeah.
klaseng presidente at leader siya ng Pilipinas, which is very
Yeah.
obvious,
Yeah.
no? Hindi natin yan madideny. Well-loved until now, not only by
Yeah.
Filipinos, but even by other nationalities. That one I can
Ana,
tell.
question. What do you say to these idiots like Ronald Llamas who
sinabi nito
make fun of this love and affection for the Filipinos? They
it's-
say kasi, okay, who undermine
sabi
all
nila?
of that? Okay.
Anong sabi nila? Kasi naman, that's a sign of insecurity. Alam mo, yung mga tulad ni Llamas, ano lang yan sour graping ang tawag ko dyan Wala na kasi, sino ba sa kanila? Well, kasi yellow yan liberal. But look, Ninoy was glorified. Pero look, history, 'di ba? Kasi Ninoy ang kanilang kay Ninoy is nagpakamatay para sa bayan. But actually, if you really look at the history, ngayon alam na ng mga Pilipino na hindi totoo 'yon. So, sineselebrate pa ba ang Ninoy's Day? Wala na. Wala kang makita sa EDSA Revolution na sila EDSA 1. Sineselebrate pa ba? Mayroon pa ba? Wala ka nang makitang ganun. To be frank with right now. Maybe the yellows are doing it, but ito yung
Not like before, because before,
not
for
like
instance,
before,
me,
because
I was so
before
dilaw.
they were blinded Because
Yeah.
of the propaganda, it was
Yeah.
everyone was
By
blinded.
Ronald Llamas, right? So
The likes of him and
yeah,
others,
yeah.
Tiberos, lahat yan.
He's a political mercenary and
Oo,
an
oo,
opportunist, 'di ba? So,
opportunity talaga.
what do
Pero
you say to people who
some mga
criticize?
tulad ni na Llamas, these are just a sense of their insecurity, politically speaking, and sour graping lang yan. At the end of the day, wala silang magagawa. At wala rin naman silang, well, for a person na tulad ni Llamas na nakikita niya yung across the world, even within the Philippines, na makikita mo yung outpouring of love. Syempre, ang tendency kasi niya is to make fun of it, at to make like a joke
That's the
out of
only thing
it.
they can do,
Because
no?
that's the only thing they can do. They cannot do anything about it. They cannot destroy it. They
Kasi
cannot.
Ana, they
Ganun
can't
lang
do this
talaga.
eh. No, despite
No, they cannot.
the billions that Tambaloslos is giving them
No,
as
they
media
cannot.
operations, they can't come up with something like this.
No,
They
alam mo,
cannot.
at one thing that the whole world should know, it's like this, sis. Lahat ito, alam mo kung galing kanino ang pera na ginagamit mo para mag-produce magluto ng pagdami ng pagkain, iba-ibang putahe, maraming cake, maraming flowers, all across the world, even in Hong Kong na ako nag-attend doon.
Yeah, yeah.
Galing yan sa bulsa ng ating mga OFW, ha? As in, I'm not kidding. Bulsa yan ng OFW, walang pondo yan na binibigay ng kahit na sinong politiko, kahit na sino. Kasi ako mismo ang nagtatanong, kanino galing yung mga pera? Diyos ko, ang daming pagkain, ang sasarap, tapos mayroon pa kayong mga design stage, mayroon pa kayong mga program, mayroon pang nagsasayaw, nagkakantaan, all. Sabi ko, saan nyo kinuha yung pera? Panggastos. Ma'am, sa sarili naming bulsa. Imagine that. Hindi naman, alam mo, may iba na malalaki yung sweldo, may iba din na mga medyo maliit lang yung sweldo. Pero take note, they even share their own money para lang i-contribute at magkaroon ka ng celebration para kay PRRD.
So, ibig mo sabihin, Ana,
Imagine that.
yung sinasabi ni Ronald Llamas, ni Jesus Falsis, no? Ito
Ang mga insecure.
bayaran ni Tambi, ito yung sinasabi nila na Tatay Karton. Mas marami pang pagmamahal ang Tatay Karton kesa sa flesh and blood na sila. Will they ever experience something like this, no? None.
Definitely
Nothing. So,
not.
talong-talo sila sa karton.
Wala na kasi silang alam mo yun ang problema nila. Wala na kasi silang masabi at
Yeah,
wala rin naman silang magagawa. So the tendency for this kind of people is just to say something na wala rin naman nakikinig at wala rin naman naniniwala sa kanila. Alam mo, that's the irony of these people eh. Kasi kahit anong sabihin nila, they cannot change the fact that really PRRD, Digong, is well loved by Filipinos, majority of Filipinos. Even some of the Dilawan, even some of them, or many of them, actually appreciate PRRD. Hindi lang maingay. Kasi syempre, kapag maingay ka, i-criticize ka, look at what's happening to Gonzon. 'Di ba? Gini-criticize nila si Gonzon dahil Gonzon is making, di ba? Sa sinasabi Duterte na siya, na-appreciate niya si Sara, na-appreciate niya at gusto niya yung leadership ng isang Duterte. So anong ginagawa kay Gonzon, di ba? Nila, gino-ostracize nila. Pero marami akong kaibigan na not necessarily Duterte and they really appreciate what the former president have done to the country and to the Filipino people. I have a lot. Kasi ang karamihan ng kaibigan ko are not actually DDS. But they acknowledge kung anong nagawa ng former president and they're also not happy na nasa ICC, naka-detain pa rin siya at nasa prison pa rin siya ng ICC. Marami yan. I'm not kidding. Kasi karamihan ng kaibigan ko from the academe. Ang karamihan ng kaibigan ko from the universities. Karamihan ng kaibigan ko, these are people na middle class up. Alam mo yun? They acknowledge. At saka business sector. Kasi
what are the consequences of the media operators of Bangag and Tambaloslos?
Sayang lang yung pera nila.
That they would make fun of something like this.
Yeah, that's
Mali,
what I
parang hindi
think.
sila nag-iisip eh. Kasi kung
Oo,
ako
sayang
sila,
yung pera nila.
yeah, at saka kung sila nag-iisip, kung meron silang galing ng konti, hindi ko i-antagonize ang group na ito. 'Di ba? I'm going to try to win them over to my side, 'di ba? But wala eh. Pero I think that siguro there's no way of winning them to their side already. I mean, with a group like this, you think you can win over them bring them to the side of virus? Kasi si Ronald Llamas, of course, wants the girlfriend to be president, di ba? But you think they can win them over to that side? No? I don't know eh. Parang wala nang chance. Okay, so si Professor Ana naghang yata, no? So, anyway, parang yung pinag-uusapan namin dito, yung kakaibang show of love and affection for PRRD na ngayon lang natin nakikita ito all over the world, sa buong kasaysayan ng mundo. Grabe, walang ganyan. Walang ganyang president, no?
Ang sinasabi ko nga, kahit anong sabihin pa ng mga tulad ni Llamas, first, wala silang magagawa. Pangalawa, hindi nila mababago ang katotohanan na PRRD really is well loved by most Filipinos, if not all. Third, kahit magpatiwarik sila, hindi nila ito mababago. That's really the truth. And third, kahit anong gawin nila, ang mga supporters talaga ni PRRD, yung Duterte, solid those supporters, kahit anong gawin nila, humiga pa sila sa gitna ng kalsada, magpatiwarik sila, to be very frank, hindi nila makukuha yan. Kahit anong gawin nila. That's one thing I can tell you.
Professor Ana, question. So, I'm a buwaya in Congress. Okay, let's say I'm one of those that are pwedeng suhulan. No? Or maybe I'm a fence sitter, I don't know yet, right? What would my thoughts be if I see something like this? What should they consider when they see that kind of once-in-a-lifetime historical political power of the Dutertes?
Alam mo, sa Congress kasi sis, ganito yan. Oo.
Yeah.
Ang ano kasi dyan, one thing we have to remember, karamihan ng politician, they want money. That's one thing I can tell you. Kasi ako, may probinsya kami, Eastern Visayas. Even when I was young, I was already exposed to politics. Even some of my family members are playing politics at the same time. Hindi iba lang yung politika nila kasi old, traditional. On my side, I cannot be part of it. So, lahat ng politicians, especially yan sa House, karamihan dyan, pera. Lahat naman talaga eh. Kaya nga karamihan corrupt or most of them are corrupt. However, when you talk about election, especially pag nasa taas na, yung national na, may mga realignment na yan. At pag nakita nila, like for example, outpouring love for PRRD, outpouring love for the Vice President, alam mo yon, ang dynamics kasi ng Pilipinas, kung nasaan ang tao, susunod ang politiko. Ganun talaga yan. Despite the fact na halimbawa, mag-pour in pa yan ng pera ang administrasyon or mga tulad ni Tambaluslos. However, one thing that you have to remember though, pagdating sa local politics, iba ang usapan dyan. Sabi ko, ang local politics has a different dynamics compared to the national politics. Pero at the end of the day, ang mga politiko sa Pilipinas, susunod yan kung nasaan ang tao. At yun yung sinasabi ko sa iyo na kaya nga, ang impeachment actually, they're trying really their best na para matuloy ang impeachment na yan at ma-impeach si Inday sa House and then trial proceeds in the Senate. Kasi isa lang naman ang kanilang target, to be frank with you. It's not about the truth. It's not about, kasi kayang sagutin ni Inday at ng mga lawyers niya yung impeachment case eh. Ang kailangan nila dyan, alam mo kung anong nila strategy ng kabilang side? Is actually, they're now trying to create and trying to find a way na ang credibility ni Inday at ng mga Duterte ay masira. Because,
pero wait a minute.
sa trial yan.
It's not working anymore because it's the most trusted, diba? So
what I'm saying is,
yeah.
sis, ang sinasabi ko is that's the strategy that they want to put forward. Kaya nga gusto nilang umabot sa trial yan. Pero hindi nila naiintindihan. Yun yung kanilang strategy. However, one thing that you have to remember, yun nga hindi nila naiintindihan. Whatever you say, like for example, whatever they will say against Sara or against PRRD, wala na yan. Alam mo bakit? Sa utak kasi ng mga Pilipino, ano na yan eh, tawag nito, implanted na yan. Now, they will never believe anything na sasabihin against them, especially the solid supporters ng mga Duterte.
It also doesn't help that the whatever impeachable offense cannot stand on even half a leg legally, 'di ba? There's na ang daming butas, right? So it doesn't help that it's like that. So in other words, the vice president has not committed any impeachable offense, right? So in other words, no.
Kasi naiintindihan kita dyan, sis, kasi that's the legal aspect of it. If you really ask me about the articles of impeachment, walang walang ano yan, ring eh. At saka kung titignan mo, kayang sagutin yan eh. Kasi ano yan eh, mayroon kang committee, may trial ka na nangyari sa House, quote unquote. It's not really a trial, but in a way, it seems to be like that. But one thing that you have to remember, this impeachment is not about legality, it's not about accountability. This is really political dynamics. This is really political theatrics. Ganun talaga siya, sis. So if you
Question.
put
I just want
the
to make
lens
a
of
point.
politics,
Yeah, go ahead.
makikita mo yung kanilang strategy na gustong gawin. Kasi isa lang naman ang gusto nila, huwag siyang makatakbo ng 2028. Yun lang ang gusto nila. Kaya gagawin nila lahat na political theatrics nila at way of, maneuvering para mangyari yon. Ang problema nila, ang problema ganito, ang House, hawak yan talaga ni Tambaluslos at and others,
Marcos.
including of course ni Marcos Jr. But when you talk about the Senate, that's a different dynamics.
The what?
Really
I'm sorry.
different dynamics.
When you're talking about the
Senate.
Senate. Oh, yeah.
Iba yun. Iba yun.
No. Wait. There was a point that I wanted to make why we started with that phenomenal show of love and gratitude, which translates to the formidable political power of PRRD, the Dutertes, right? That's what it means to me, no? That kind of, because I do believe, no, and greatest political minds have said so, that power comes from the people, right? So
of course, yeah.
No matter, look at, and so
in our
to clarify, no, the Marcos camp has stolen trillions, and yet they no longer have any political power because the people have already withdrawn their support. They've already made up their minds about Marcos and Tambaluslos, that they are mga magnanakaw, right? On the other hand, they've already look at that show of force, no, by the show of power by the Duterte camp. No, in other words, they have that power, they have the political power, and the irony to all of this is PRRD is in jail halfway around the world all alone, and yet he is the most powerful political figure and the most powerful moral force in our country right now, right? So knowing this, why would you try to impeach? Why would you try to go against the most powerful political family in the country? Why would you do that?
Yun ang sinasabi ko, sis, eh.
Yeah?
It's precisely because it works both way if you really look at it in a political sense.
Okay.
That is really true. I mean, if you really look at PRRD and in terms of having the trust, and the power and even the belief, of the people, of the Filipino people, let us say the majority of them, mayroon siyang ganun. Nasa kanya yun. Hawak niya yun. But one thing that you have to remember, also the reality, sis, in terms of government power, hawak yan ni na Marcos Jr. Because you have to distinguish two things here. When you talk about the heart, the trust, and the minds of the Filipinos, majority, nasa mga Duterte yon. That is
Question.
It's not something that we need to question. However, when you talk about state power, government power, you need to remember sila pa rin ang nakaupo sa gobyerno. So that's why they have the control of the state apparatus, of the government apparatus, and they're using it precisely because of the fact that they can see na ang mga Pilipino nasa Duterte side. So they will do everything in their power because of that kind of insecurity to push for the impeachment. Kasi nga, they're insecure of the fact na wala sa kanila yung tao. So, ang iniisip kasi nila, napaka-myopia na pag ni-remove namin si BP, halimbawa na hindi na makatakbo, wala na yung isa. Ang hindi nila kasi naiintindihan na ang support ng mga Pilipino, especially the solid Duterte supporters, is it's not necessarily that, halimbawa, let us say, knock on the wood, na na-impeach si VP, hindi na ibig sabihin nun na wala namang pwedeng pumalit eh. Alam mo, pwede, meron pa. Hindi naman lahat eh. So, andun pa rin yung solid support. Matatalo pa rin sila at the end of the day. So, hindi nga nila nagigets yung psyche ng tinatawag mong solid Duterte supporters. Ang nakikita lang kasi ng kabilang side is we need to remove her from running an office because mananalo siya kapag tumakbo siya. Pero hindi nila nakikita na kahit halimbawa, knock on the wood again, God forbid, let us say hindi nakatakbo si Inday, mayroon pa eh. Kung sinong i-endorso niya, mananalo pa rin eh. Precisely because the Filipino people would always be aligned dun sa tinatawag mong leadership brand of the Dutertes. So yun yung hindi naiintindihan na, well, hindi naiintindihan ng kabila.
May tanong ako, Ana.
Mm.
Ito mga ito, supposedly, matagal na mga politiko na yan, di ba? They've been there. Tingnan mo yan sila Bangag, no? They've been there for decades. Why is it that they
They're
don't
not even
understand the most
political.
basic of things?
Yeah,
It's
they don't have the political acumen actually. They
Kasi
don't.
minana lang eh, no? Minana lang sa mga magulang.
Precisely. That
Yun
is
lang, no?
exactly what I'm going to say. Why they don't
Yeah.
understand politics deeply and they don't have the acumen about it. Especially the context in the Philippines and this phenomenon of the Duterte base, no? It's precisely because sila nandun sila sa kanilang mga pwesto, congressman, even senador, yung iba dyan, at saka mayor, governor. It's not because of their own merits and even it's not because they understand politics at all. It's precisely because minana lang nila sa nanay nila or hindi nakatakbo yung tatay, ikaw naman, ganun siya. Walang basis ang kanilang politika. They don't have that basis. Kaya ang nakikita lang nila, oh, popular itong mga Duterte. Tinik ito sa amin. Tanggalin natin siya by removing through impeachment. Hindi nila nagigets yung psyche.
Ana.
So yun ang problema.
Ana.
Pero
So,
hayaan mo sila. Kasi malaking pagkakamali yan. Hayaan mo, magkamali sila magkamali.
Meron ding isang part of the equation kasi ang interest ko, no? Ang interest ko, iangat naman natin ang Pilipinas, 'di ba?
Precisely.
Naman natin.
Mm.
But the side of, so that's the politician side, right? But the people side, kulang na kulang ang Pilipino din mag-isip ng tama, and
Yes.
and also yung national character mahina.
Yes,
Mahina
that's
ang national
true.
character.
That's true.
It's a money-driven society, 'di ba? Instead of
That
honor.
is
Kasi
true.
living here in Japan, I've come to realize that it's not just the politicians who are corrupt, it's also the Filipino people. Very corrupt. I mean, look at them. Look at the trolls. Mga bayaran, 'di ba? It's not just Marcos is not doing this alone. He's being propped up by media, mainstream media. Kaya nga natawa ako kay, what's his face? Si Bocal, si Llamas. Kaya natatawa ako kasi pinagmamalaki niya si Ster na nasa mainstream media sila nung kanyang, he's very impressed with himself that he goes to mainstream media. And I'm saying, what? Parang naniwala siya sa sarili niyang press release. Diba? Natural, kasi may bayad kayo eh. Kaya, and mainstream media is in the pockets of Bongbong Marcos and Romualdez. In other words, alam namin, there's nothing impressive. Your credibility is shot, diba? So, mainstream media. So, in other words, the Filipinos are, yung national character, kulang na kulang. Diba? Because I
would
just
agree.
I just want
No, totoo naman yan,
you're also in China, diba? So,
Oo, alam ko.
yeah. Get what I'm saying? So, because our interest
naman
ought
dun.
to be the infinite game. We have to be playing that, yung long term talaga na, because otherwise it's going to be a repeat, because these people
I agree.
have children who are
that's
exactly like them.
true.
I mean, Sandro Marcos is a magnanakaw. They don't see anything wrong with what they're doing, no? And a lot of them are in power right now, and they're using that power, they're abusing and misusing it to line their pockets and to destroy our country. So many of them.
That is
So,
true.
okay,
Totoo
so,
yun. Kaya nga
Put it
sabi
all
ko
together,
sa'yo,
please.
oo,
Yeah.
kaya nga sinasabi ko sa'yo, why
Yeah.
is it that PRRD is well loved by most
Yeah.
Filipinos or majority of Filipino? Precisely also because of the fact na yung leadership niya, it was always oriented not only about being president na kailangan niyang gawin yung trabaho niya, but there
Yeah.
was a vision. Actually,
Yeah.
the mission was implementing policy, but the vision is to change the Philippines. Not only to
Correct.
change the country economically to be progressive, even the peace and order, but to change the character of Filipinos.
Yeah.
To have that
That's
sense
true.
of
I agree.
nationalism. Na
I agree.
hindi, you're not working for yourself, you're working for the
Yeah.
country and for your kababayans. That is
Yeah.
exactly another aspect of the leadership of the former President Duterte.
Yeah. I
That if you
agree.
really analyze it very well, he was he was actually the example of that. He
Yeah.
serves the country and he serves his fellow Filipinos
Mm.
because that is his heart and he's
Yeah.
building a character in every Filipino na dapat ganito kayo. If you want
Yeah.
a better Philippines, you have to embody that, malasakit at tapang para sa bayan at para sa kapwa mo Pilipino. That you work for your country, not only for yourself, not self-driven and not self-interested, na it's not about money.
Yeah.
Yun yung kanyang image, yun yung kanyang embodiment as a president, as a leader, and as a Filipino. At yun ang binibuild niya during the time of his presidency. Ang problema, yung ganong klaseng trajectory na supposed to be nagtuloy-tuloy, inaputol yan when Marcos Jr., well, he is the president right now and becomes completely different. Corruption is everywhere. Everyone wants to have a piece of the pie. Even ang pinakabababa sa ladder ng gobyerno ay nag-corrupt. It's
Yeah.
precisely because the image of the president and all of the accusation of massive corruption is really evident. So, lahat ng tao, iniisip nila, oh well, kung corrupt nga naman ang presidente namin at corrupt lahat ng mga bakit naman kami hindi pwede naghihirap kami? Maybe we should also do the same. Yun yung difference Kaya nga sinasabi ko sa'yo, yung mga Pilipino na nag-iisip at naiintindihan yung presidency ni PRRD, he will be remembered and always be loved. It's not because only of his leadership of president. It's because of what he represents. And what he represented during that time and even until now is a Filipino who loves his country, who loves the Filipino people, and who is not self-driven and self-interested. Wala siyang pakialam sa pera
Yeah.
Maybe other people around him, hindi ko sinasabing perfect ang administration niya na walang corrupt ang mga ibang tao sa administration. No, I will not say that. But he himself, makikita mo yan, look at him. Nagbago ba ang buhay niya na hindi na siya presidente? No. Nandun pa rin siya nakatira doon sa kanyang bahay na, Diyos ko Lord, nakita ko yun ha. Sabi ko kung ako naging presidente, bakit ako ang liit-liit, tapos yung kwarto niya, tapos yung paikot niya na pataas. Di ba nakita mo yun na yung kwarto niya, yung umiikot yung hagdanan pataas? Parang, sabi ko, Diyos ko, naging presidente siya, no? Pero ganito pa rin yung buhay niya after. Ganun pa rin yung buhay niya. It never changed na maging elitista ka na assuming mayaman ka. No, it's not. Ganun, yun nire-represent niya. Kaya for any Filipino na naiintindihan yung representation niya as a Filipino, as a president during his time, and building a national character ng mga Pilipino, dapat na, hindi ka self-interested. At you honor the flag, you honor your country, and you represent your country.
Sovereignty, Ana.
Yung sovereignty ng
Sovereign.
Pilipinas, yung
Na winasak
independence
ni Bongbong
pinaglalaban.
Marcos, binasak niya, 'di ba?
Oh, lahat yung friendly relation with other country, with the powers. Wala
Alam mo,
lahat yan at this
Alam mo,
time. Yeah.
yung CPRRD, no? Ano siya, yung
Mm.
pagka-sovereign niya ng Pilipinas is a reflection of him He's a very sovereign,
it's a reflection
sovereign
of
person
himself.
talaga siya. Talagang,
That's true. I would agree. He's
and then-
independent-minded and he is sovereign as an individual. He cannot be dictated by anyone.
And he has gone through that whole process without any shortcuts of individuating himself, no? So that
That is true.
talagang he's he's just really one of a kind. Tsaka yung sinabi mo, alam mo yung bahay niya.
Oh,
Pumasok ka talaga sa bahay niya.
alam ko.
Ang una mo talagang una ko naisip, siya hindi talaga nagnakaw ito. Talagang talagang ano, I mean, he had the chance. At saka yung sinabi mo, no, gusto kong balikan yun, ang ganda nun eh, yung part na yung national character, di ba? We're
Mm.
talking about that. When he was leader, his leadership was so excellent that government was at its best. Really, there was convergence. There were times when I would go up the mountain and I didn't even know what what's my department again? Kasi ba't ako nagpapako dito? Bakit ako and then si Secretary Sid La Peña, he's in
Oh.
his 70s, nagtumatayo, naglalagay siya, nagkukumpuni siya, naglalagay siya ng solar lights, and everybody know whatever department you were, that's the ideal of government. You all work together. And then
Mm.
parang, kasi you were saying kanina, di ba, that si Bongbong Marcos, the truth is they're the ones in power right now, no? But I also think kasi that government is not just them. Government is the people, 'di ba? And
Mm.
in that sense, kasi yung experience ko sa NTF-ELCAC, we were able to do landmark accomplishments because the people, they were with us, no? They trusted us, our word, when we said that Anak Bayan, Kabataan, Gabriela is CPP, and you just had to speak the truth. But in other words, ang taas nung tiwala nila sa iyo, 'di ba? So
That's
parang
true.
that's and everything, it will all lead to the kind of leaders that we had. It was the
Yes.
leadership of PRRD, no? Full credit talaga to him.
That is really the truth.
Yeah.
And now you have an extremely opposite
Yeah.
administration.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Zero. The trust rating is plummeted, very
Yeah,
low.
kanal. Yeah.
Oo, nasa kanal. Tapos walang political will. Everything is compromised. The Filipino people are suffering. Alam mo yun, wala kang sense of, hindi mo alam kung ano mangyayari sa'yo bilang Pilipino. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Amidst all the challenges, I just talked to my husband, and even my husband was saying, I am not sure what will happen.
Yeah.
To be frank, I was like, what do you mean? Kasi syempre, nasa Pilipinas siya. What do you mean? Nagagalit ako. What do you mean? Hindi talaga. Hindi ko alam kung ano mangyayari sa amin, sa mga Pilipino, kasi wala talaga. Sabi ko, ha? Sabi walang hope? Well, wala. Sabi nga niya, ang electricity bill daw, tataas na ng mga 3,000 plus, up pa, kasi yung base. Sabi ko, putya yan. Sabi ko, alam mo yun, imagine, we're middle class, how much more the lower middle class? Diba? O nasa laylayan, quote unquote. Anong mangyayari? Kasi, diba, this is the opposite. Wala kang sense of hope.
Tsaka alam mo, Ana, kasi in order for a revolution to happen, somebody told me, kailangan magutom yung tao before they go out of the streets. But I'm so sad for our country that we're the
Na kailangan mo mangyari yun.
Kailangan mangyari yun, di ba?
Oo.
Kasi dito hindi ganun eh. Sa Japan, hindi mo kailangan.
Dito, no. I mean,
So,
I'm not kidding.
Question, Ana, why is it that other countries don't need to go to that extreme before they act? They have the redress. They can correct the situation of a plunderer, drug addict. Tayo, putang ina, the worst of us is leading us towards hell, and we cannot do anything about it. What? Can you please tell me?
For me to be I'll be very frank.
Yes,
Magalit
please.
mga ating mga kababayan, no? Pero kailangan
Yeah.
sabihin, dapat sabihin. Una, it's an issue really of leadership. Pangalawa, issue din ng mga Pilipino yan. Issue natin din yan eh. Kasi hindi ko alam kung bakit hindi tayo natututo. Kailangan natin talaga matuto na, alam mo yon, three things: leadership, the kind of political system we have, the kind of political culture we have, and the Filipino people needs to learn something from all of these things. Really. Kasi lahat yan interconnected. So, hindi ko alam sis kung hanggang, kasi ikaw at ako, to be frank, we're serving like educators right now, trying to, discuss all of these issues para i-awaken yung sense of nationalism and consciousness ng mga Pilipino. Pero I am not sure until when na magkakaroon talaga ng awakening and consciousness na these things will never repeat over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Even I, to be frank with you, andun ako sa point na yon na minsan tinatanong ko na ang sarili ko na hanggang kailan ako magsasalita para lang makakontribute sa consciousness ng ating mga kababayan. And on the other hand, it's also about leadership. Depende kung sinong nasa taas. Pangatlo, ang political system natin talaga has to change. And yeah, it has. But this is not the right time. With Marcos Jr. on top, this is not the right time to have this kind of systemic changes introduced. Maybe panahon ni Sara, hopefully Sara becomes president. The third
will.
one is culture. Culture. Yun ang sinasabi ko na culture na the Digong was presenting. Like, you need to have the sense of nationalism, independence, and malasakit sa kapwa mo at malasakit sa bayan mo. Hindi ka self-interested. Na hindi ko sinasabing hindi ka mabubuhay. Mabubuhay ka, alanganan mo wala kang sweldo and all, pero hindi lahat ng ginagawa mo para sa sarili mo lang. Kasi greed is the root cause of massive corruption in government. And we can see that there's a lot of people out there, not only politicians, who are greedy. And I don't even understand. Saan nyo ilalagay yung mga malita-malitang pera? Hindi nyo yung kayang dalhin sa libingan nyo. Pero my God, it's happening in our country. I'm not kidding. So, these are really the realities that we have, sis. And you and I understand this very well. And sometimes I know that we question these things. And hindi ko nga alam, sis, kung hanggang kailan siguro tayong sasalita at magta-try our best to really raise the consciousness of our kababayans. Pero ito yung totoo eh. Ito yung totoo.
Very,
Pero,
very, very interesting conversation, and I'm really sorry, but it's over. It's the
yeah,
time
yeah.
is up. Hindi na
Yeah, yeah. But we have more
masasabi.
time to discuss. Kasi ito naman
Yeah,
yung role
so I'll
natin,
invite
sis.
you again, no?
Yes, definitely.
So, in closing,
In closing, I would say na walang makakabago sa realidad at sa katotohanan na the former President Duterte is really well loved by many Filipinos and even by other nationalities really. It was shown in during the time ng birthday niya all across the world, at makikita mo na lahat ng tao, especially OFWs even inside the country, they shelled out their own resources para lang ma-celebrate at manawagan na sana mapalaya na ang ating former president sa The Hague, sa ICC detention. That is already there. That is a fact. It's not even some perspective only. It's really a fact. Makikita natin 'yon. Pangalawa, ang kinaharap ng Pilipinas right now is we are like a country without a leader. There's no such thing as leadership really in a real sense. That is also a fact and a reality. Now, pagdating naman sa impeachment, it's just sa akin kasi ang tingin ko sa impeachment, it's really a sense of insecurity coming from other political forces, given that they know that Sara Duterte is really the front runner in 2028. So this is a reality, and I hope our kababayan would see it that way, that this is a political game rather than issue of legality or accountability. But that is how the Philippines is. Even until now, ganun talaga tayo. So, we need to change that. On the other hand, siguro naman ang mga Pilipino, my God, I'm not kidding, sis. You and I know this. We have the desire to have a better Philippines. But hindi natin, you and I, hindi natin kaya ito. Kailangan natin ang buong bansa na, alam mo yon, maintindihan nila what it is really, ano ibig sabihin ng better Philippines. Better life for everyone, and actually better Philippines, it means hindi naghihirap ang mga kababayan natin. Hindi tayo nagkakaganito na hindi natin alam kung ano mangyayari sa atin the next day. Pero that can only happen if we're all united sa paano mo babaguhin ang Pilipinas. And one important aspect of that is putting the right people in the right position, elective position. Kasi it just so happened na presidential tayo at may electoral system tayo. So, wala tayong magagawa. May election talaga. Kung ako lang, I'm telling you, kung gusto, ano na lang eh. Sige, lagay mo na dyan si Sara Duterte. Kung ganun, pwede lang eh. Pero wala eh. Nasa constitution natin, we have an election. So, I really just hope na ang mga
unless may mag-overdose, no?
I will. Nag-overdose
Pagdasal
na
na
nga
natin
eh.
yun.
Inaano nga nila yan eh. Magta-transfusion na nga lang yan eh. Alam mo, kahit
Na,
na, oo, sis, maraming kwento
okay, sige.
dyan.
So thank you,
Anyway, thank you so
Professor
much.
Ana
Thank
Malindog.
you so much.
Uy, bitin ang ating chikahan. Very interesting,
Yeah, but very ano lang,
You've
no,
enriched
normal.
us. Yeah, you've
Very
enriched
normal.
us.
Yeah, normal
Yes.
discussion. Yeah. Thank you
So
so
thank you
much.
so much.
And
So,
God bless to everyone.
mga kababayan, magkaisa tayo and maraming salamat sa pagmamahal nyo kay PRRD at sa ating bansa. So, magkaisa tayo. Thank
Sabi
you.
nga ni Inday, mahalin natin ang Pilipinas.
Yeah, correct. Mahalin natin talaga. Pero gusto ko rin dagdagan, no?
Mm.
Bago mo kasi baguhin ang Pilipinas, baguhin mo muna sarili mo.
Correct.
Wag kang mukhang pera, wag
Mm.
kang sinungaling, wag kang
Mm.
magnanakaw, wag kang scammer, social climber. Dapat
Yes.
mapakumbaba ka, dapat hardworking ka,
Mm.
hindi ka
Lalo na
sinungaling.
yung social climber, sis, maraming ganyan. Kahit sa hanay
Madami.
natin. Hindi,
I
sorry.
think it's in our society kasi, in our history, 'di ba, Spanish, no, yung mga pretentious, no,
No,
na
yun.
living
Marami
here in
ganyan.
Japan, no, you can really, I realized that na Pilipino mga social climber. No? Kaya nga tama yung sinabi mo na si PRRD yung magandang ehemplo ng Pilipino kasi he has a natural disconnection with disinterest with material stuff.
Wala siya nun. Wala siyang ganun. Wala
Amazing
siya.
siya.
Oo, wala. Parang sa kanya, basta ako nabubuhay, I can eat 3 times a day,
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Ganun
Kaya
siya.
nga hindi siya magnanakaw eh. So, okay.
Wala siya.
Thank you so much, Ana.
Thank you so much.
Professor
God
Ana,
bless.
thank you. Maraming mga salamat mga kababayan. I'll call you, we make chika.